Joe, you did an incredible job today.
Wow, nah, it was a team effort.
Yeah, but the way you cried over spilling those carrots, what a captivating performance.
I mean, it was just like a hunch on what it would sound like. I don't even like carrots.
You did a good job. Just accept the compliment.
No, I didn't even put on pants today.
Your performance was great anyway.
1,000 actors could have done what I did.
You're going to accept my praise whether you like it or not.
No. I recorded the whole session in 8-bit audio.
Okay, that's actually a deal breaker.
Have you ever earned something, but felt like it was because of sheer dumb luck? Received compliments and had the urge to tell that compliment giver how wrong they were? You've been given accolades and then asked yourself, is this some sort of mistake? In other words, are you a fraud? Have you been lying to your friends and family this whole time? Are you 3 raccoons standing on each other's shoulders pretending to be a human so you can get Costco samples? No, you are not. Well, maybe someone out there is 3 raccoons in disguise, but you're not a fraud, and you're not alone either. What I'm describing is an all too common psychological occurrence called imposter syndrome. We all go through it, and today we'll go through why you should just politely wave at it as you pass by on your path to voice acting success. Stick around, because we'll also talk about why it's okay if you don't like your own voice. My name is Joe Zija. I run LearnVoiceActing.com, and it's my mission to empower and simplify the industry of voice acting to make sure that the next generation of voice actors are ready to go. So let's start with a definition. Imposter syndrome is a psychological experience where people have continuous feelings of self-doubt and a fear of being exposed by other people as a fraud. It can bubble up in different ways, like negative self-talk, or cutting yourself down so that you don't take that leap of faith or a chance on something you actually totally deserve to try, and or distorted perceptions, like ignoring all the training and hard work you've put into your craft, and instead assuming your success came from another talent being on vacation when the audition came in. Imposter syndrome can also escalate and lead to some other issues, such as anxiety and depression, which cuts down your overall confidence to perform your craft and make it difficult to take on the responsibilities you have to perform, not to mention how it can affect your general day-to-day life. It can also lead to career burnout, which can seem like the end of the road, the impasse that makes you want to pick up a spatula and start flipping patties for minimum wage, okay? You can't feel the spark you once had, and you'll wonder if you'll ever get it back. Imposter syndrome can be a B word, pardon my French, and it's the bane of success in the booth or really anywhere else. I've booked thousands of voice acting gigs, and even today, sometimes I land a job and I go, are you sure? So what can you do? Is there like a magic breath strip you can apply on your tongue that gives you the confidence to never doubt yourself again? Unfortunately not. Imposter syndrome is part of, well, let's call it like a glitch in human evolution, where we focus on negative information as a way to protect ourselves from danger. We're wired to prepare for the worst, and in an industry like voice acting, it can get in the way of your success. You can get in the way of your success. But there's good news here, okay? Did you know that after winning the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921, Albert Einstein called himself an involuntary swindler? Albert freaking Einstein. There are plenty of other successful people who've gone on record saying similar things. Tom Hanks, Natalie Portman, Tina Fey, author of more than 10 books, Maya Angelou, Starbucks exec Howard Schultz, Serena Williams, on and on and on. Everybody. My point is, you are not the only one that feels imposter syndrome. We all do. We're all imposters. Ta-da! There's actually a power in that fact. It's like realizing the biggest difference between an adult and a child is, as an adult, your parents legally can't tell you no when you want to buy a new toy. You don't have to have all the answers. No one does. The person that looks like they have it all under control is either making it up on the fly or was once at the same place you are now, where they prepared the best they could and made the rest up as they went along. And now they know through experience what they need to do. The key to dealing with imposter syndrome is recognizing it's there and proceeding anyway. As a voice actor, when you begin to tell yourself all the ways you stumbled into success, ask yourself, did the client pick you? If the answer is yes, you have all the evidence you need to tell your imposter syndrome to be quiet. Now, bonus topic, since we have some extra time. This goes hand in hand with imposter syndrome for voice actors. What if you don't like the sound of your own voice? Isn't a good voice key to being a good voice actor? How can you be a good voice actor if your voice doesn't sound good? Well, next time you listen to anything, commercials, animation, That person on the phone telling you how important your call is and begging you not to hang up? The voice on your company e-learnings. Ask yourself, is this what I would consider a good voice? This isn't an exercise in casting shade at 9th level, okay? It's about understanding that what you consider to be a good voice doesn't take up the majority of work out there. One of my favorite mottos comes from a studio owner here in LA. Voice acting is not about rejection, it's about selection. Directors aren't picking the best voice at the county fair, right? They're picking the voice that will bring their ideas to life specifically. I mean, think about it. Does the booming radio voice from the 90s sell you a MacBook today? No. The director working on those kinds of projects is seeking a voice that will convey their message in the best way possible. Most of that time, that means a real voice, a genuine voice. You do have a real voice, right? You are a real person, unless we're going back to that raccoon in the trench coat thing. Well, then congratulations, you've got a voice for this industry somewhere. Both of these topics touch on something important here. The thing that's stopping you from charting your own path, telling your own story, and embarking on a new leg of your journey. It could very well be you. I want you to try something. The next time you start talking yourself out of something you're really interested in, stop for a moment. Wave to that hater in your brain and say, hey, why not? Give me a good reason. What could it hurt to just give it a try? You may find that once you stop telling yourself that you can't, no one else is jumping out of their seat to stop you from pursuing your passions. You were the obstacle. If you want to make voice acting part of the story you tell about yourself, I got you covered. In the link below, you can pick up my free ebook and a bunch of different resources to get you started. I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too. Now, go tell imposter syndrome to kick rocks and get behind the mic.